A few days ago, Boxnation announced that they have done a deal with MTK Global to put on, I think it's 12 MTK Global shows a year. So that's one a year on their website. It said on average. Now, if you look at Boxnation's Twitter feed here, they've been getting a lot of questions from people on Twitter. A lot of them are Boxnation subscribers about what's going on with Boxnation regards to Frank Warren shows. Okay, because Frank Warren hasn't put on any of his shows on Boxnation for a while, and it appears as though all his fighters will be fighting on BT Sport now, not Boxnation. So here there's a tweet where Boxnation say they will continue to bring the best from around the world, including Lomachenko and Terence Crawford, who can only be watched on Boxnation as part of our exclusive agreement with Top Rank, plus our deal with MTK. And that was part one of this particular tweet, all right, part one of two. And then you see here, part two of two, they say we will no longer have a similar agreement with Queensbury. So I guess similar agreement to the Boxnation, to the MTK agreement. Queensbury is Frank Warren's promotional company. So it appears they'll no longer have any kind of dealings with Queensbury. Queensbury won't have any of their shows, the Frank Warren shows, on Boxnation anymore. But on July 14th, Boxnation will broadcast the legendary Pacquiao in his world title fight against Matisse, with more shows to be announced soon. So this is interesting because it appears as though Frank Warren is severing ties with Boxnation, or at least his company are severing ties with Boxnation. Frank Warren is a major shareholder in Boxnation. Has he sold his shares? Has he abandoned ship completely? Is he turning his back on what he helped to build in Boxnation? If he is, I can't blame him, because Boxnation has struggled over the years. They've lost a lot of money. It's been a hell of a tough journey for Boxnation and Frank Warren, but it certainly will fuel a lot of the Frank Warren critics, because in the past he's been very big on loyalty. He's criticized the loyalty of fighters, which I've always found a bit of an absurdity, because as I've said many times, fighters have only got a finite window in which they're able to make life-changing sums of money, whereas a promoter can make life-changing sums of money no matter what age he is. A fighter might only have 5-6 years where they're making life-changing sums at best, on average, for an average world-class fighter. But for a promoter, they can go on making life-changing sums of money throughout their life, basically. How old is Frank Warren now? What is he, in his 70s, 60s? So, yeah, some people are going to criticize Warren for not showing the loyalty to Boxnation that he expects fighters to show to him. But from a business perspective, it makes far more sense for Frank Warren to take his stable, his shows, and his fighters over to BT Sport and showcase them there, because it's a much bigger platform. Him and his fighters and his brand will get much more exposure on BT Sport across all of BT's channels. They can advertise the Frank Warren shows on all their channels and what have you. So yeah, I get it. It makes sense. But Boxnation will now appear to be even more of a specialist channel than it was before, because now they've got no Frank Warren shows happening and it's only going to be MTK shows. I mean, MTK shows are pretty low-level shows at the moment, no disrespect, but they're not AAA, 5-star type shows. A lot of people are going to say neither are Frank Warren shows, and that's fair enough, but understand the MTK shows, in terms of the level of fighters and whatnot and the profile of the fighters, they are even below Frank Warren shows, okay? Several levels below Frank Warren shows. So that's what Boxnation are going to be putting on, along with international content like Manny Pacquiao, Lucas Matisse, Vasyl Lomachenko, etc. So it's going to be a very, very specialized platform, and I imagine they're going to lose a lot of subscribers because of this news. So we'll see what happens. If any of you have got more information on this particular situation with Boxnation and Frank Warren, has Frank Warren severed ties with them completely? Has he sold his shares? I'd be interested to find out. What involvement will he have, if any, with Boxnation going forward? Will he just be a silent partner now, just taking whatever little profit, if there's any profit coming from it at all, and funneling the profits into Queensbury and into his situation on BT Sport? Is that what he's going to do? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, if you have any information on this situation, then please enlighten us all. Leave links, explain it to us. All right? It's happening. I'm out.